So it's time for another net worth update video, and this one we're going to look at my numbers for the month of December. Now on my last update video, I had a net worth of $21,929.86. November is a benchmark month for me because it marked for the very first time of me hitting a $20,000 milestone, and back in my home country that roughly translated to around $1 million. Now anyway, this is the 9th update in my series, so let's take a look at how far I've grown my net worth for the month of December. So let's not waste any time, and I'm gonna jump straight to my computer so that we can see all the numbers. Alright, so here we are on my Google spreadsheets, and by the way, all the numbers here are logged in as of December 31, 5 p.m. So let's take a look at my checkings account first. We have 1, 2, 3, same thing like last month. I have checkings 1, 2, and 3. For the checkings one, I have $1,380.73. This is my Wells Fargo account. And then the next one, checkings number 2, this is my Chase account, and this is at $957.13. And finally, we have checkings number 3, or my PayPal. We have $1,663.25. Now overall, my total checkings account or liquid cash right here is at $4,001.11. And here we are on the savings next. We have 1, 2, 3, and 4. It's the same thing as last month. Nothing has changed here except for the numbers. For Ally Bank number 1, which is reserved for my tax money, I have $12,039.67. And then Ally Bank number 2 is a personal savings. I have $3,253.31. And we have Yoda right here, which is another personal savings account. We have $2,806.94. And lastly, we have Wealthfront, which is my sinking fund. I have $300.37. A total of savings, which is $18,400.29. So if you look at the numbers, my checkings account grew by at least $600, and this is primarily because I've been using my interest-free credit cards for my purchases throughout December. Plus, I also received bonus money that really helped out boost my checking accounts. Now that might be the case, but that's actually quite bad news, especially with my credit card purchases, because even though it's interest-free, I'm still borrowing money to buy things. Now as for my savings, it has been growing because of my tax money, and I've finally finished or kind of like reached my $6,000 emergency fund goal. So you know, I'm gonna be putting a pause on that one in the meantime until I actually think about restarting it again. Now as for my sinking fund in Wealthfront, as you can see, it has definitely changed from $500 to now $300 because I've thought about something kind of like just recent. Now if you've been following me, you'll know that some of the parts in my sinking fund in Wealthfront was actually reserved for PC upgrades. Since my PC is primarily used for my business, I would rather expense it to the business than use it as a personal expense. So all the money that I kind of like reserved for my PC upgrades in Wealthfront, I just used it for my gift purchases instead in December. And so that's pretty much it for my checkings and savings. Let's actually go to my investment accounts right here. So first, let's take a look at the stock market or my stock brokerage accounts. For the month of December, I have $1,675.18 for TD Ameritrade, and then $8,146.74 for Webull, and finally for Public, it's at $103.43 with a total of $9,925.35. So moving on to my cryptocurrency investments right here, let's start with Coinbase. Now it has an amount of $20.10, and then for Qcoin I have $264.34, and then for my other wallets I have $105.29, kind of like aggregated between TerraStation and then MetaMask. Now for my centralized finance or interest accounts for my cryptocurrency, I still have BlockFi right here with $478.67. Now for decentralized finance or DeFi, or pretty much my yield farms, I have Cake DeFi here at $500.95. And then the next one right here is one of the secret projects that I kind of like hidden before in my previous update. It's at $239.27, and that is for Anchor Protocol. Now if you haven't watched my video talking about Anchor Protocol, using it or trying it out for just 6 weeks, then I know I'll just link it right over here on the card so that you can watch it as well. But you know, it kind of is a crypto savings account that I've been using so far, and I actually like how the results are, even though you know it's a very small return. You know what, it's cryptocurrency, I'm not even touching it that much anyway, so I'm just leaving it there. Now I have other projects right here that I still haven't kind of like released videos about. I'm gonna be talking about them soon anyway. Now the secret project number 2 right here is at $327.11, and then the next project $185.98, and then the final project right here is at $114.08. Now, if you total all my cryptocurrency investments, I have around $2,235.78. And if you also include the stock market investments, that's a total of around $12,161.13. Now, talking about my stock market investments, the market was quite choppy, around December, probably around the middle now. It's been quite crazy because that is just what happens usually with the stock market. A lot of investors just pull out their money because they want to buy, other stuff for the holidays, or maybe even just pulling out their money for tax purposes. Now, I am honestly quite surprised when I check my dividend portfolio at the time of actually recording, and looking at the value, that it actually grew its value. As you can actually see in my numbers right here, it grew around $800 or maybe $700 to $800. So it's really big, so it definitely really helped boost the value, or kind of like my numbers for my net worth. And even though my public account didn't grow in value that much, I'm still happy because my Roth IRA actually grew at least, $50, not including the $100 contribution that I add to it every month. Now, if my stock market investments actually grew in value, my cryptocurrency investments declined or lost value instead. Some of the projects that I'm invested in have not gone up in value at all, but that's just something that you need to expect if you're investing in these types of projects. Now, a lot of people were speculating that we would go into this type of crypto winter where, at the very end of the year, values of cryptocurrencies would just go down. And I think that may have contributed to kind of like the decrease in value, because a lot of people actually bought into that and they just shifted their investments into stable coins instead. So that may be the case, but there are a lot of other altcoin projects that are popping up and seeing momentum. So it's just a matter of hodling those type of investments and looking at different types of projects that will actually have utilization or more momentum or more projected growth in the near future. So going back to my numbers right here, let's take a look at my total assets and asset change. For the month of December, I have $34,562.53, or an asset change or increase of $1,778.21, or a 5.42% increase. Now, that is a good sight to see, even though, I am $100 less compared to my last month's growth. That is still okay for me, I'm not gonna complain because it's a, it's a good blessing to have. So since we're done with the assets, it's time to look at the liabilities section. So there we are on the consumer debt right here. We have credit cards first. I still have 3 credit cards. I still not have closed my Wells Fargo, but I continue to use my Discover and my Chase Freedom Unlimited card. Now, for Discover, that has grown to $647.26, and then for Chase Freedom Unlimited, it has also grown to $2,150.96, for a total of $2,798.22 in credit card debt. Now, I know it's actually very big. Just let me explain to you later on. Now, let's move over to student loans right here. For student loans, I only have Ed Financial left. We have Group A and Group C because Group B is gone, and gone for good, right? I finally paid it off around the start or the middle of December, and that was really good for me because it was a good Christmas gift to myself. So that is gone. And then for Group C, it definitely has changed because Group A has not changed at all. I have barely touched this at all. I never really touched it at all since I think since 2 years ago. I've not touched that loan account at all. But anyway, Group C right here, we have definitely reduced this one. Now it's at $3,154.13, and I think that's like around an extra $400 in payments. So that's pretty good, right? In total, my student loan debt is at $8,498.91. So in regards to my credit cards, yes, you actually see that right. My account or my credit cards pretty much ballooned by at least $1,300. Now, it is a very big amount for sure, but I've just been catching up with giving some gifts to my parents, to my family really, because I have not really given them any gifts at all lately. So I'm just really catching up, and I know that it's not the best way to spend money that you do not have at all. And we also went snowboarding that month, so we had to buy some equipments and also some tickets. Now, that is actually a very good experience for us because I got to practice my skills again in snowboarding and enjoy some snow. Plus, it was also a good time because it was the very very first time that my sister had experienced snow. Now around this time, I also realized that buying experiences rather than buying more stuff is something that I would rather like to live. I've definitely heard about that mantra before a million times already, but kind of like reflecting back on the challenges and the lessons and the blessings that I've had in 2021, the more attractive that type of lifestyle became to me. So $1,300 in extra credit card debt to kind of like create memories with your family and enjoy, experiences. That's up to you to judge me on that. Now, as for my student loans, I am very excited for this year, 2022, because this is the year that I aim to fully pay off my entire student loans. But there is a hiccup to my plan around the first part of 2022, and I'm going to share that concern with you in my next student loan update video. So make sure to stay tuned on that one, subscribe to the channel, and then just like this video and get updated whenever I post that content. Anyway, guys, let's go back to the numbers right here. To my total liabilities, I have $11,297.13, or an increase of $442.67. That's a 4.08% increase compared to November. I did not lose any debt at all. Instead, I grew my debt. So that is very bad. Do not, follow me on that one. And that is my assets and my liabilities. It's time to go to the section where you're pretty much looking forward to. My total assets or my net worth right here for December is $23,265.40, or an increase of $1,335.54, or a 6.09% increase compared to November. To be honest, this is a very shocking number to me, because despite that feeling of kind of like spending a lot of money for December, I still increased my net worth by at least $1,000. So I'm just really happy for that one. If you also calculated your net worth and it actually grew, more blessing to you, more power to you, be grateful for that one, because you are actually doing a far better job than a lot of people. You are being conscious about your spending, you are being conscious about your investments, growing your assets and all that stuff. So congratulations to you as well. And there you go, guys. That is my net worth for the month of December. It's $23,265.40, or an increase of $1,335.54, or a 6.09 increase compared to November. There is still an increase in my net worth despite the purchasing spree that happened for December, and that's actually quite good news. Now this year though, I am expecting that my net worth will decrease probably around the end of February, or maybe even around March, because I will be paying my taxes. Now while I may have saved around $12,000 for tax purposes, I believe that 100% of it is not going to go towards taxes. I still haven't calculated all my other expenses, and if I do, that will definitely help reduce my tax bill. If there are any leftover funds from that, then I will definitely use that one for my student loans, or if not, then I will use that one to save up for a car, or maybe some extra savings, or maybe even for my investments. Now I have this feeling that 2022 is going to be a very great year for me, because I feel like all the past challenges, the lessons that I've had seem to have been preparing me for something very big this year. Now, I don't know what that is yet, but I am definitely staying positive about it. And I'm really looking forward to what I can achieve this year. So I'll be posting my 2022 financial goals soon, so make sure to stick around for that. And there you go, guys. That is my entire net worth for the month of December. Thank you so much for watching the entire video. I hope you learned something. I hope that it inspires you to some extent. And if you actually like this sort of content, make sure to subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so that you get updated whenever I post new content. And if you have any questions regarding my net worth, my numbers, and all that stuff, if you have any suggestions or feedback, let me know in the comments below. Also, please add me on Instagram as a friend at depleted, so that we can chat, collaborate, and exchange some ideas. And thank you again so much for watching the entire video. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!